morning. Welcome to Tai Chi. Okay, everybody ready? Let's warm up. Hands at our waist, turn our neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stretch your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Expand your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Waist exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Airplane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Touch toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Be careful. Shift your weight. Kick your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift your weight, kick your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn your knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Heisman. Opening up your stance. Parallel feet. Choose one side, cross and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shift your weight. Short one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so, all right, practicing our golden cockerel. Remember, we need to open up our span. We need to shift our weight up, counterbalance, and center. Opening up even more, shifting our weight up, tuck your butt. Opening up, centering, and up. Down, center, and up. Shift weight, center, counterbalance, up. One more. Center and up. Shifting our weight, 50-50. Shifting our weight now, up and out. Opening up, center, up, and out. Center, up, and align. Down, center, up, out. One more set. Center, cross, and out. Down, center, up, and out. Holding our ball on a T stance, rooting down on our back or right foot, size of our ball, chest and 2 inches below. Clearly out to the side, move that bottom hand, part the wild horse's mane. Here it is, wrist action. Sit back, twist step, shift weight, hold ball in the T, out and to the side. Here it is, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, shift weight, plant down, hold ball. L stance, bottom hand advances, energy up and across, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, shift weight, root down, T. L, bottom hand advances, bow stance. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball in the T. All right, now we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna address all the movements that we learned in the last 2 weeks, commencing for parting of the wild horse's mane, and we're gonna actually go over again and review white crane, and then we're gonna go into today's lesson, which is brush knee. But just to warm up and get our bodies going, we're gonna actually brush our knee on a T stance and a bow stance on both sides, so as a drill. Okay? So how are we gonna do that? We're gonna plant down on our right. Our left is our insubstantial. Our left hand is parallel, our right hand is higher. So we recall that my sense of parallel is this way rather than parallel to the waist. It's up higher. And it's definitely a safety measure. We talked about how a ball can be our safety measure. Well, this is our safety measure because we're consolidating this energy to allow that top hand to be up higher. And as we multitask now, and we know that our energy is stored in our back leg, we're going to have to do several things at once. We're going to warm this up. Our top hand comes to our ear, and we're actually glancing at it. We're bringing it to our ear. But as we bring it to our ear, we're thinking about those core muscles and actually using them to make that movement possible. It's not just the elbow and hand forearm motion, but something's triggering it, the back of at our back muscles. The left hand, at the same time that it's being moved to our ear starts to come down. And right at this point, you may feel some kind of sensation. So this is the simultaneous motion that we're doing. It's cutting short because I'm holding off to see whether you're doing it correctly. You know you're wearing your mitten. Okay, so you see where my hand is here? It's not so much up here. It's where your chest is and underarm is that you're gonna start there to come down rather than up here, okay? I'm doing an exaggeration, but it's down here. So it's this motion. So get used to this motion and say when you do it, go slowly to as if you're engaging the core muscles rather than just the hand motion, okay? So in each case, energy is stored here, so you can't just move just your hands. You're going to have to somehow generate that energy to come down and across, ear and down. Now, when we start to come ear and down, we're going to have to do this on an L, right? 3 things so far. Looking at that top hand, bringing it to our ear. Left hand comes down, heel comes out. So here we go. Ear, hand, heel. Turn your hips and waist. Generate that energy from your back foot to brush your knee. So now at this point, you ask yourself, is your knee beyond your toe? If it is, get it up. Is your back knee? There is no buckle in it, but it's not locked. Is your left hand holding a ball, the top of a ball to the side of your thigh? And are you catching that ball in the center with your right hand wearing your mitten? Sit back all the way. Twist on your heel. Shift your weight parallel and higher on a T, all together. Glancing at that backhand, multitasking. Ear, hand, heel, turn that waist and hips to catch that ball as you brush your knee. Sit back, twist step. Shift weight, plant down, T, parallel and higher. Glancing at it. Ear, hand, heel, turn the hips and waist, brush your knee. Is your glance above your fingertips and eye level for your front hand? Are you holding the top of the ball by your thigh? Is it not straight, but there's a crux in the elbow? Because we are doing yang style for both hands, rather than an extension, which definitely throws off my Tai Chi posture. So relax it with the elbows bent, making sure we're not favoring the front. We still have our silk silver thread. Sit back all the way. The further back you can do it, the better you are. Pivot on the heel, way on the back of the heel. Plant down. T, parallel, higher. Multitask, ear, heel, hand, rotate hips and waist, generate that energy, bow stance. Sit back all the way, twist step, T stance. Okay, so that's a preview of what we're going to do. And so some of you already say, well, we do it all the time for 10 form, 24 and 16, but let's try to find something a little bit more refining, trying to synchronize our shifting of weight and making sure that we're in really good posture. Okay, so part of our warm-up now is a 10 form. Okay, so let's do 10 form, and we'll dig down deeper and do our brush knee, okay, even better. Okay, here we go. Good Tai Chi posture. Dropping your shoulders, tucking your butt, relaxing your knees, middle finger to the side seam of your pants, concaving your chest. Chin is down, glance way ahead. Silk silver thread is holding us ever so steady. Think about what you're going to do. 50-50, commencing form. Slowly drain the weight off of your left, heavy on your right. Heel comes up, arch, sole, toe, up, toe, sole, arch. Heel rotate, up, take a deep breath in, wear your mittens. Shoulder level, drop your shoulders, tuck your elbows. and your wrists as you flex your knees. Come down a little further. Rise to the center with your left hand. Rise higher with your back hand or right hand. Then open. Glance and bring it to your ear. Turn. Move. Center meet. Catch two balls. Slide forward, slide back. Center. Higher. Look at it. Open. Ear. Turn. Meet. Catch those two balls. Slide. All together. T and hand positions. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist. Shift weight. T, hand, higher. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist step. Shift weight. Hold ball on tee. Think about what you're going to do. Out and to the side. Energy up, across, and out. Heart, wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back all the way. Then twist. Shift weight, plant down. T, hold ball. Bottom hand advances as the heel comes out to part the wild horse's mane. Eye level, wrist action. Flip that hand to join it. Sit back all the way. Twist step, cup. Open step, flip meet, close. Middle or cup. Flip meet, open. Use your waist to get to the extremities of the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. Flip meet only. Middle. 3 o'clock. Flip meet, close. Middle. Stem of that top hand goes down as you cup the bottom hand. Flip meet, open. Use your waist. Use your hips. Only flip meet. Shift your weight, cup, and center. Golden cockerel. Open up your span. Shift weight, up. Golden cockerel. Shift weight, up. Right hand, right foot, out, in, down. Shift weight, center, out, in. Open your span, hold your ball for better balance. Then out and to the side, energy up and across to ward off. But yet, grasp the bird's tail. Sit on that imaginary stool as you pull back. Look back. Then turn, square your hips and waist. Then energy out. Separate. Roll back. Up and forward. Good Tai Chi posture. Sit back. Twist step. Hold your ball on a T stance. Out and to the sides, energy up and across to grasp the bird's tail. Sit on that stool in the back. Turn, then square, then contact push. Separate, roll back, roll up and forward. Sit back, twist and turn. Open and open without getting out of your posture. In and in. Off the ground as you bring your tiger up. Rotating on your wrists. Palms facing, push out with that energy of your left hand. Separate, drop your shoulders. Make yourself small. Wrap around as you close your forearm. Keep it down low. Gradually rise up. Don't get out of your Tai Chi posture. Okay, how's that? getting into the mode, getting into the focus that we're going to need for doing all of Tai Chi. And this is a really good way of setting you up, setting your viewers, setting your system up to get into a good rhythm and good environment, good chi going on all around us. Okay, so we talk about our chi individually, but as a group, there's also chi coming together. So we want to be aware of that. So if someone is very, talks to himself or is very loud, that's not good chi. So we want to keep everything real upright, upbeat and positive. So right now, we're going to do our Tai Chi walk. Okay, think about it. As we're getting into position, what are we going to do? How we're going to do it? And the thing I want most of you, the most from you, is that to really show me that you are addressing this hip. I know that you know what I'm talking about and you saying I'm doing it, but in some ways I need you to exaggerate it. Because in Tai Chi, we're not showing off anything particular, but we are showing that we are very precise. There is a definite movement and alignment that we are looking for. However, if you just think it through and said, yeah, my hips and waist are here, and my hips and waist are here, it's not enough. So it's a little cloudy. But if we are learning and we're doing something properly, I should see this definite flow to get to the addressing of that forward foot. Okay, so kind of inch into that arena. Try to do that a little bit more, and I think you'll be happier with yourselves. Okay? All right, let's do our Tai Chi walk. All right, are we in good Tai Chi posture? Hands at our waist. Think through what we're going to do. Pivot out, addressing our heel and hips and waist. Shifting our weight out on our heel on a clearly an L stance. Energy up, across, and down. A good alignment. O stance. Sit back all the way. Then twist out. Adjust your hips and waist. Shift your weight. Heel. Move your hips and waist to generate that energy for another 50-50 bowl stance. So we're definitely using our hips and waist. Make sure you show me or show yourself. Pivot out. Address hips and waist. Heel. Energy up and across and down. Bowl stance. Sit back all the way to allow our pivot out. Shift your weight. Heel. Energy up and across, down, bow stance. Sit back all the way. Then pivot out. Shift your weight, dress your hips and waist. Heel out on an L stance. Energy up and across, bow stance. Think about all the little muscles that are being used. Sit back all the way on that imaginary stool. Pivot out. Dress your hips and waist. Heel. Dress your hips and waist as you rotate and flatten out, not locking that back knee. Sitting back all the way. Twisting out. Dressing your hips and waist. Heel. Energy up and across and out. Bow stance. Making that adjustment on the back. Sitting back. Twisting out, shifting your weight, heel out, energy up and across, bow stance. Okay, going into our ball. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball on a T, L stance, bottom hand advances, wear your mittens, eye level, part the wild horse's mane. Sit back all the way. Twist out, shift weight, hold your ball, heel, bottom hand advances, use your core muscles, part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back, then twist out, shift weight, whole ball, heel, bottom hand advances, move the torso, move the hips and waist. Here it is. Half step forward as you hold your ball on your toe. Spin it to the left as you sit back on that right foot. Drop your hand. Counterbalance. Set it down at your toe and your salute at the same time. Drop your top hand as if your elbows are coming into the center of your body. Move the left hand to look at the back hand that's higher. Multitask. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee 3 times. Sit back all the way. Out. Shift weight. Better balance, parallel and higher. Out on a heel. Bring it to your ear. Multitask. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist out. Parallel and higher. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee. This is a drill. We're going to do 3 more. Sit back. Twist out. Shift weight. Parallel, higher. Bring it to your ear. Turn your face. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist out. Shift weight. Parallel, higher. Ear, turn. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist out. Parallel and higher. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist out. Shift weight. Parallel, higher. Ear, heel, hand, turn. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist out. Shift weight, ear parallel, hand down, turn, brush your knee. Sit back, twist out, address hips and waist, ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Half step forward, on your toe. Sit back as you refocus your hands, rock your front foot. Play your lute on your heel. Keep it there. Are you sitting on your stool? By now, your right foot, if done right, is hurting you. You'll find relief after you drop your front foot, center your front fan, and open, look at the back hand that's higher to do next week's lesson, which is Repulsing the Monkey. Here we go. Up. Ear, heel, meet in the middle, repulse 1. Center, open, higher, lift, ear, toe, heel, pivot to the middle, repulse 2. Center, open, higher, lift, ear, toe, heel, meet, repulse 3. Center, higher, open, lift, ear, toe, heel, repulse 4. Okay, let's get out of it. How do we get out of it? Pivot on your right foot, on your heel. Hold your ball on a T-stance. Okay? Very good. A lot of good work, a lot of good movements. Definitely, you know that doing Tai Chi and doing something slowly is very difficult. But in doing it slowly, you are then made more aware of all those little muscles that are you using to make those movements apparent, okay? And actually, in doing it slower, we're getting more muscle strength, we're getting more stamina, so it's all the way a win-win, okay? So we should really think about what we're doing, and then it allows our mind to be active, to thinking about what next are we going to do. And it also gives our system a feeling that, I don't know, maybe you feel something when you're actually moving, and that feeling is very, very, very good. All right. We know that in doing repulsing of the monkey and in doing our movement for today, brush knee, there is something similar. You can see right away that one hand is up higher. We look at it on a glance. We bring it to our ear. We catch that ball in the center. Just the way in 10 form or in repulsing of the monkey, we open to the ceiling with the backhand higher. We glance at it, bringing it to our ear. We meet in the middle. We slide forward and slide back. Okay, so there are similarities. Now, unlike parting of the wild horse's mane, where we are centered with a ball, unlike or like grasping the bird's tail, where we start with a ball, in brush knee, we are starting with parallel and higher. In the parallel and higher is consolidating our energy as much as we can to allow for that top hand to be up higher. So in this way, in this formation, it's allowing for safety, just the way the ball was for our safety. So in this way now we need to, how are we being safe? We're being safe because we're planted down on our back foot, allowing the other foot to be weightless. In doing so, we have to, with this hand higher, this is almost as if it's a counterbalance. Now, when we start to move, we know that energy is stored in the back, so you can never rise up and to say, I know what to do. You need to store this energy. The more energy that you can store on that back foot, the more energy you have to then make that turn. Okay? Now, we can stand here and we can just say, use one hand and do the other hand. And we can get really fancy by saying, and I remember our master telling us that when you brush your knee, it comes in and the power or energy is stored right in the center of your palm. And then when you come out and end your movement, it's as if you open it up a little bit more so that now your hand is clearly a mitten rather than something like this, but it opens up like this. So all these little nuances, we can talk about them, we can try them. But for now, I think if you can gather what I'm doing, what I'm saying, is I want this motion, I want this motion, I want this motion, I want the glance. So we say, how do we know how much of a backhand that's higher that we need? So let's look at it and address that. We recall that the backhand that's higher is not just across from our body, but slightly more. So how do we know what is slightly more? My slightly more may not be what your slightly more is. So this is how you figure it out. If it's too much of a slightly more, you will see that your hips and your waist have to go back a little bit more than we need to. When it does that, it's putting a misalignment on our body. So, to say it in another way, the proper out and a little bit more will not make my hips and my waist reach or turn this way. Once it's turned this much this way, then there's a misalignment because both feet are being addressed in a forward position. So you're going to have to say, she said, go to your side and a little bit more. Then you do definitely feel your hips moving a little, but not to the point where it's like this. Do I make myself clear? Okay, can you try that? Okay? So we said that when we brush our knee or repulse the monkey, because they are similar, top hand higher, we know that the top hand, which is in this case is our right hand, should be across from us and slightly more. When it's slightly more, our hips and our waist do not turn. If we turn, we are misaligned. We need to bring it back. All right? So can you give me your best posture? Coming down. Let's open up a little bit more. Let's just do it on repulsing. She said not across, but get there and slightly more. Open and look at it. And ask yourself, are your hips and waist being stressed out to go to the right? If not, you're probably at the right position. Finish up the movement. Bring it to your ear. Turn with your hand. Move your neck. Catch. Repulse. Okay? Another one on the other side. She said to the side a little bit more without moving our hips and waist. Higher. Open. Ear. Turn. Meet. Repulse. Now this time let's try it on a T stance with a movement of here going towards looking at the field on the T stance. Sorry. T stance, higher, parallel, root down. Look, glancing at your back hand. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee. Sit back all the way. Twist. Parallel and higher. T. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist step. Root down. T and parallel and higher. Ear, hand, heel, turn, brush, full stance. Sit back, twist, shift weight, parallel T higher, glancing, together. Ear, hand, heel, turn. Catch that ball as you brush. Sit back, one more good one. No talking, you think it through. Let's all talk it out. Sit back. Twist. T. Higher parallel. Ear, hand, heel, turn. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist. Turn. Heel. Ear, hand, heel, face. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist. Hold your ball. Okay, now we're ready for the 24, which is movement. But can you see that if you just stayed and did a drill in the 10 form, it will help you with your 24 as you do 3 brush knee. Okay, so we're going to do it this way now. Okay, we're going to take a T and we're going forward for 3 brush knees. Here we go. Ear, hand, heel, face. Brush your knee. Sit back all the way. Don't be in a rush. Twist out. Address hips and waist. Parallel and higher. Ear, hand, heel, face. Brush your knee. 2. Sit back all the way. Twist out. Parallel and higher for safety. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee. Let's do a set. Let's do it a little bit more. Drill. Sit back. Twist out. Parallel and higher. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee. Sit back. Twist out. Parallel and higher. Ear, heel, hand, face. Brush your knee. Half step forward. Sit back on your back foot, rock your front foot, play your lute on your heel. Oh, just the way we learned our feet in the 10 form, on a T, on an L, on a bow, on a sit back, on a twist, on a T, on an L, on a bow, and a sit back and a twist. Now we're going to have to take the foundations of the 24, which is the Tai Chi walk, and make it work for us, because now we're going to be busy putting our hands together. So Tai Chi walk is very, very important, just the way you laid the foundations for the T-step, L stance, bow stance, and the sit back, 10 form. But there's a lot of spin off, but you're just moving ahead in a linear way rather than just in a block here with the 10 form. So you're going to have to apply the twist step and the T stance and the bow stance. So essentially, this is what you did. You went out on an L stance and a bow stance. You sat back, you went on a twist step, you went on an L stance, and then a bow stance. Sat back, you allow for the twist, shifting your weight, higher ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sitting back, twisting out. Are my hips and waist addressed to that outward foot? You determine that when you do your movements, but they need to be clearly addressed. Okay, and then after we get all those little elements down, we then can smooth out our movements as if we are definitely flowing. But up until then, our movements are pretty robotic. But if they're not, and we start to just round it out right away, you may then gloss over things that are important, okay? So that's what I'm getting.
I'd like to address the concept of making yourself small. And basically another name for that is to slope the shoulders and sink the elbows. That's a way of using your upper core muscles, getting them to sort of recycle your work. And another thing is tied with that is you're never out fully extended. The elbows are always bent in Tai Chi, in many martial arts. You don't want an arm that is fully extended. It's vulnerable for something happening, bending in the wrong direction if someone chooses to do so. But it also helps you to the concept of muscles on each side of a joint are able to work, and for our health reasons, it helps us use all of our body. We use our joints, we use our muscles. So almost all, even when we do something like so, the back leg is not fully extended. It is extended, but there is a slight, not as much tension. So the muscles are still working on either side of the bone joint. So that's a basic concept. Try not to get yourself extended. For one reason, it's dangerous. For two, it does not let you use your muscles and your joints to the most benefit for you, okay? So, second thing is, Tai Chi concept is make sure the shoulders are sloped, droop the elbows. It's a means of helping you use your core muscles. For instance, if I am going up in this way, I am not lifting up here. My shoulders are at least level, but the power is coming from underneath here. And if I just do this, I start to push this, as opposed to drop the elbows, drop the shoulders, and you're starting to do this. And this is what's happening. You get the thing back in this direction. So just go ahead and try that. There, if you go up, your elbows are not extended, they're bent. Drop your shoulders, drop your elbows, and come down. Otherwise, I've seen some of you just come up and come down. To help yourself, it's almost like our exercise of shoulder rolls. Whoop, okay. So I think the thing I wanted to do was to help you focus on sloping your shoulders, and the power is coming from here. I'll just give you another example. Say if we are going to do brush knee, the power to get this hand up is not up, it's pushing up, and the power to get across this way is dropping. You come up, you drop, you're dropping the elbow, and you're dropping the shoulder. And when you strike, you have this subtle. It's the Tai Chi masters sometimes refer to what is hard is soft, what is soft is hard. This, if I were to strike at full speed, is hard. But when you see somebody drop their shoulders, it seems apparently like it's soft. So it's a sort of a paradox. You're coming from here, and when you drop your shoulders and make yourself small. You droop your shoulders, drop your elbow. You're concentrating the power back here. Now, and again, we're not trying to teach people to fight. We're just trying to make you think about how do you use your muscles and bones and joints. And we just happen to be using a martial arts base to help you so that you will pay attention to those muscles that you use. And hopefully it carries over to increasing everyday strength, also helps you in terms of increasing your acquaintance with how your body works. So it may be as simple as walking by something and you're about to slip in, you just do this. You're not grabbing this way. You just push from out here and you got yourself stabilized.
We're going to do the 24 form with all the movements that we've learned. And we're going to try to remember that the foundations in which 24 is based is our Tai Chi walk. Okay? All right. The Tai Chi posture, dropping our shoulders, tucking our butt, concaving our chest, middle finger to the side seam of our pants, relax knees, tongue on our palate, chin down, get erect. Commencing form, 50-50 first, then slowly drain the weight off of our left foot, weighting down on our right, heel comes up, on our sole, on our toe, open, toe, sole, arch, heel, rotate your hands, cut your clothes, take a deep breath in as you elevate, wearing your mittens, thinking about what you're going to do, shoulder level, flex, drop, relax your shoulders, elbows and wrists. Chi and ball at the same time. Look at the size of your ball. You're going to part the wild horse's mane. Out on a heel, bottom hand advances. Rotate your hips and waists. Good Tai Chi posture, don't lock your knees. Sit back all the way. Then twist out, address your hips and waists as you hold your ball. Heel out, rotate hips and waists. Part the wild horse's mane. Here it is. Sit back all the way. Twist out, address hips and waists. Shift your weight, hold your ball. Heel out, energy up and across and out. Here it is. Half step forward as you hold your ball on your toe. Spin it to the left as you sit back on your back foot. Draw up your right hand, counterbalance the other hand up on the left foot. Set it down on its toes at the same time you salute. White crane spreads its wings. Drop your front foot as you bring your elbow closer to the center of your body and drop it down. Look back at your back hand that's higher, parallel. Ear, heel, hand, face, multitask by catching that ball in the center. Sit back all the way, twist out, shift weight, parallel and higher, ear, hand, heel, face, brush your knee. Sit back, all the way back, to allow the twist and the parallel. Shift your weight, ear, heel, hand, face. Turn that hips and waist to brush your knee. Here's a drill. Sit back, twist out, shift weight, parallel higher, ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back all the way on that imaginary stool, shift out, twist out, parallel higher, heel, ear, hand, turn, brush your knee. Sit back, twist out, higher, parallel, ear, heel, hand, face, brush and catch. Sit back, twist out, shift weight, parallel, higher, ear, hand, heel, turn, catch that ball. Half step forward on your toe. Reposition your hands as you sit back on your back foot. Rock your front foot to the front, to the toe. Place it on the heel as you play your lute. Sitting back on that imaginary stool, and we know we've gotten it right when our back right foot or leg is hurting us. Just for a challenge, here we go. Drop your front foot, center the front hand, right hand higher, open to the ceiling. Be careful. Ear, weight on the back foot, toe and ear, heel, pivot to the middle to repulse the monkey. Take it slowly, center, higher, look at it, open. Weight on the back is a trick. Ear, heel, hand, pivot, slide. Center, higher, weight on the back. Ear, lift, toe, heel. Pivot on the ball of your foot as you slide. One more. Center, open, higher, weight on the back. Up, ear, toe, heel, pivot, slide. Shall we do a drill? Center, higher, up, ear, toe, heel, pivot, slide. Center, higher, up, toe, heel, pivot on the ball, meet, slide. Center, open, higher, up, ear, toe, heel. Pivot to the middle, slide. One more. Center, higher, lift, toe, ear, heel, middle, slide. Let's get out of this. Pivot on your heel of your right foot. Shift your weight, hold your ball on a T-stance. And then this one, we should just kind of root down and just say, wow, that's a lot, and you did a really good job. good job. See you next time.